This past Tuesday, I participated in what the media is calling the largest Jewish gathering in American history. It was truly remarkable. I began to feel the beauty on the drive down when we pulled into a rest stop, and all I saw was fellow Jews. There were dozens and dozens of chartered buses, each filled with Jews of all types, men, women, and children. We were all heading in the same direction to the same location. When we arrived and got out of our parking spot, it seemed like the only people on the streets were my brothers and sisters. Our nation's capital was elevated to a whole new level. The fact that so many of us gathered in the same place at the same time is already an elevation. On top of that, you had thousands and thousands of Jews wrapping tefillin and praying for peace, security, victory, and healing in our holy land of Israel. So many mitzvahs, a most special display of Jewish pride and unity. In the parsha this week, we learn of a mother who had difficulty conceiving a child. Finally, after many years, she does become pregnant, but she has a very difficult pregnancy. She sensed that something was off, and she sought Jewish counsel. She was told that she was in fact pregnant with twins. These twins represent two worldviews. They would be adversaries their entire lives. In Genesis chapter 25, verse 23, and the Lord said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two kingdoms will separate from your innards, and one kingdom will become mightier than the other kingdom, and the elder will serve the younger." This woman was our matriarch Rivka, and she gave birth to two sons, Esav and Yaakov. Esav grows up a killer and a thug. Yaakov grows up a studious scholar. When studying this week, I asked myself the following question: why did God make them twins? I get it that one son is an example of a godly life and the other son of a wicked life. But why born together? Couldn't the same story be if they were born 2, 3, or 5 years apart from each other? And I believe there is a revelation over here into the ways of God. And that is that there is no such thing as darkness that doesn't come with light. Esav cannot be born absent his holy antidote. They had to be twins. The world is not a place for darkness without the ability to reform it and convert it into light. As a matter of fact, the Kabbalists explain that sometimes a godly light must be sent into this world, but it's so powerful that it's unable to emerge into this world straight up through standard procedures. There has to be a smoke screen created, which will obscure our senses to the mightiness of this light. The Jewish nation, Am Yisrael, is now living in a special moment. We have been united in an unprecedented manner for 6 weeks. This is a special energy and light that this part of the world has not seen. On a workday, Tuesday morning, November 14th, 2023, hundreds of Jews prayed to God in front of the gates of the White House. They sang hallel praises to God and beseeched Him for salvation and success. Ona Hashem Hoshiana, Ona Hashem Hatzlichana. 300,000 Jews gathered in front of the Capitol building to show the world we are alive, we care, we are mobilized, we value life. We reject Esav and his murderous ways. We are the sons of Yaakov. We also read this week the most powerful blessings ever given to mankind, bestowed upon Yaakov by his father Yitzchak. There's a whole story how this came about, but in the end, Yaakov got the blessings. But these weren't blessings for our own success to relax and go on vacation. These were blessings for our success in our holy mission of elevating Esav and his descendants. This is our mission, to be a light unto the nations. This week we received the means through which we can be that light. V'yiten lecha ha'elokim, and may God give you. This is the blessing that keeps giving. It's how we are still alive today. On Simchas Torah, October 7th, a very, very thick darkness was unleashed onto this world. Esav and his hateful descendants attacked us. But since then, we have experienced a much more powerful light. God created this world of balance, where Esav and Yaakov, born together into this world, struggle for dominance. The forces of good and the forces of evil are always at war. As children of Yaakov, we must always remember the great blessings Yitzchak gives us. It's our open secret weapon that leads us to victory. Yaakov will transform the darkness of Esav and be victorious. And the best part of the light was on display in Washington, D.C., and that is that we are not alone in this. We are part of a nation, the oldest nation, a united nation, the nation of Israel. May God respond to our unity and prayer with His kindness and mercy. May our brothers and sisters in captivity be released to their families in good health. May He heal the wounded of body and spirit. May He send forth to His nation and indeed the entire world His righteous Mashiach without delay. I wish you a good Shabbos.